Hi, sixth graders. My name is Miss Wallace, and welcome to sixth grade math. Normally, I would be having this speech in front of you with you sitting in the desks here in my room, but unfortunately, that's just not something that many of us are able to do. So welcome to the first day of school. I'm really glad you're in my class, even if we can't meet person to person, face to face today. I just want to let you know what I sound like, what I look like, so you'll know what when we're taking notes this year, or when I'm teaching you online, we'll sort of already know each other. I just want you to know that expectations for this year are going to be really focused on you. This is a year where you are just really being handed the expectations that you will be responsible for your own learning. You are probably sitting at your house, maybe you're in your kitchen, or maybe you're on your couch, or maybe you're in your bedroom right now, and you have your computer here in front of you, and you are ready to start school. It's different, it's strange. You're probably the first generation that has ever had to do anything like this on a massive scale, but it's doable. But it is imperative that you take responsibility for your learning this year. I am here to help you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to teach you everything I know about sixth grade math. I love you even if I haven't met you before, but I do need you to be part of this team this year. So I'm really looking forward to working with you. Welcome to the first day of school, and please, please, please feel free to email me, contact me anytime. We're learning how this goes day by day, right? So you are logged into Schoology right now. This is the first video you're watching. You're going to notice that there are some assignments and some surveys and some fun things for today for the first day of school. So make sure you click down through there on this first day's worth of assignments, and I'm just really glad you're part of my class. Please email me. Sign up. There's going to be instructions in the communication video for signing up for Remind and signing up for my email list. Feel free to contact me in any and every way possible. It's going to be a bit overwhelming for me to make sure I keep in contact with you at home, but I just need you to know that I'm here and I want to hear from you. Send me an email today just saying hi and introducing yourself. Make sure you fill out the survey. Let me know. Let me get to know you some, and I just want to welcome you to sixth grade math. All right, sixth graders, so I want to go over some of the expectations for this year. I'm assumed you've already, if you're watching this video, you have already accessed and already seen the welcome folder, and you're in your Schoology course. You've already clicked on the welcome course information, and since you're watching this video, you have already clicked on the welcome video. The next thing I'm going to click on down here is the syllabus. Now, syllabus is just a fancy way for saying expectations and sort of what to expect throughout this course. So I'm going to click on it. Now you have the ability to go in and do this. We're just going to watch the video right now and let me sort of walk through it, but you can always go in and access this at any time. Notice how it sort of cuts it off over here to the side. If you'll go down to the bottom and click the expand, it will make it full screen and you'll be able to see the whole thing. So it says sixth grade syllabus, and there are 6 different little sticky notes here. And if you click on the pink colored sticky note, it will take you to a page that says teacher info and how to contact me. So it's incredibly important that we're able to stay in constant communication this year. There will be another video you'll watch here in a minute about communication. But just as a place where you can click on the links, if you want to hear announcements from me, you can sign up for remind messages on your phone. Now, these are going to be short updates that I will send directly to your phone. Your parents can sign up for these as well. So if you'll click on where it says remind messages, it will tell you as a sign up for important updates, and here are the instructions. You might want to pause this video, and if you have a smartphone, you can go to this link. If you open up a web browser, and it will walk you through the instructions. If you don't have a smartphone, or your parents don't have a smartphone, then you can text this code at Wallace6 to this number, 81010, and you can sign up that way. But these will, again, just be short little updates that I will send out through Remind. If you're on this syllabus, then the next thing you'll have to do is you'll have to go down here to the bottom to get back to normal. You'll have to go down here where it says slide, and you'll have to go back to 1, and it will take you back to that home screen. So the next thing we're going to look at is the expectations for remote learning. So this is we were still working on contact, weren't we? So I talked about the remind messages. But you can also sign up for email updates, which are longer updates. Now, if you are my student in class, if you are a 6th grade student, I already have your email. You're already on my update list. However, if your parents would like to join, there's a link in Schoology. I'll show you in the communication video. You can type in your parent or guardian email, or you can just have your parent or guardian send me an email to kwallace@bvps.org, and I will add them to my email updates. If you need me, of course, contact me. That is my email address. And you can also, if you signed up through Remind, you can also message me through the Remind app. Now, keep in mind, you are one of many remote students that I have, and also students that I have in class, so I may not be able to respond immediately. Give me up to 24 hours or a day, especially if you're messaging me of the evenings. So I'm going to click on the back arrow, and now we will talk about expectations for remote learning. So this is under this orange screen. So remote expectations, let's talk about your attendance. So your attendance is based on participation and submissions in the remote classroom. This means you're turning in assignments. If you're turning in assignments, your attendance is present. You are at school. If you are not turning in assignments, you are absent from school. Now, this is going to be throughout the week. So, if you're working on English all day Monday and you don't start your math until maybe Tuesday, that's okay. But if you have not turned in any math assignments between Monday and Friday, then you will be counted absent for that week. And so you want to make sure that you are at least doing a few assignments either every day or every other day, and turning things in. If you're not turning things in, you are not at school. This also includes being present if you have scheduled a team meeting, and we'll talk about that here in a second. If you're falling behind, please make sure you email me. Assignments will not be accepted a week later. So your assignments for the next 2 days, your assignments for August the 20th and August the 21st, Thursday and Friday, the first 2 days of school, are due Sunday night. You need to make sure that you get them done by Sunday. So you also have the weekend to work on things. If they're not turned in, though, by Sunday night, and I don't get them within the next week, then they are considered late and will be zeros. If you are having trouble with this, make sure you let me know. If I don't hear from you, I have to put a 0 in the grade book. So make sure that your attendance, you're here, you're present, even if you're online. I will be uploading an agenda every week on Monday mornings, and I'll show you that agenda here in just a minute. You will check the folder number and the assignment names to know what is it I'm supposed to be doing today in math. All assignments are due again by the next Sunday night. So that is the 23rd for this week. Some assignments have multiple submissions, so there are going to be some quizzes that you can turn in twice, or assignments that you can do multiple times to bring your grade up. So take advantage of that. You don't have to just do things once. You have multiple, if it says you have multiple submissions, you can use that. This class is mainly asynchronous, which means you're working at your own pace, which means it's very easy to fall behind. If you have any questions about this, make sure you email me. Again, there's my email. You can click to sign up for Remind messages. On Fridays, that's when I will be available for Teams. So I will email out a schedule when it's available, where there's a time where you can say, I am coming to meet with you. I have questions online through video chat on Teams. And so be on the lookout in your email for that schedule. Teams meetings rules. So if I do meet with you with video chat, attending class Teams meeting when you have scheduled them, and again, I'll be sending this out. When you log into Teams, and again, this is a link. You can go to your home screen. There should be something there that says Microsoft Teams. So if you schedule that and you click in and you're video chatting with me, try to find a quiet place. Try to arrive on time. When you've scheduled a time. There's a mute on your microphone. Feel free to use that. You can type in the chat. There's a place to raise your hand. If we are speaking over the internet on Teams, make sure there's no recording or taking pictures, and stay on topic, because I do have a lot of students who are going to need to meet with me. Your materials that you'll need for remote instruction. You will need your computer and charger, of course. You'll need a pencil when you're working on math. You'll need a composition notebook. So these are the small, maybe one subject notebooks. Sometimes they're wide ruled. Sometimes they're spiral bound with the metal spirals, or sometimes they're sewn together with a string. You'll need a composition notebook. You can buy them at Walmart for 50 cents or the Dollar Tree. That is what we will be taking notes in this year.
Also, you'll need some extra scratch paper or loose leaf paper where you can, write out a problem on. So you'll need to make sure you have that available. So those are your expectations for remote learning. And if you have any questions about those, please make sure about turning in assignments or about attendance. Please make sure you email me and let me know. Now, let's say that there comes a point in time this year where you are in person again. So I want to go very quickly over the in-person expectations of what I'm expecting when students are in class. Of course, if you come to school in class, you'll be Monday through Thursday. Friday is a remote learning day. So students who are in class on Monday through Thursday are still doing assignments on Friday. They just happen to be remote. If you're absent, you again have a week to make up work. If an in-person student desires to complete lessons ahead of schedule, again, they're sort of working at their own pace while they're here at school as well. Then you should talk to your teacher. Just as in remote, assignments will not be accepted beyond a week late. And if we were to all transition to remote learning, or if you were to change to remote learning, then of course all remote learning expectations would need to be followed. Just like you all who are remote, students are coming in the classroom and they're checking the agenda, which will be posted in Schoology. I post that every Monday morning. Assignments for the in-class students are still due on Sunday night. Some assignments have multiple submissions, just like your remote assignments do. The biggest difference is, of course, your classroom rules because you're actually in school. So coming to class on time, there are assigned seats. All seats are 6 feet apart. You are not allowed to get up and move around the room under any circumstances unless you have permission to do so and you're able to do so safely. You cannot share any personal items. You cannot hand a student a pencil. You cannot share anything with other students. We have to make sure we keep our desk areas clean. We have to keep our masks on at all times, except for when we have maybe a scheduled mask break. And we have to stay socially distanced. All of my desks in my room are 6 feet apart. The only difference in materials that you'll need when you come to school are, besides just a pencil and a composition notebook to write in, you will also need to bring your own pencil sharpener. So even one of those little tiny ones that you just, twist, because we do not have pencil sharpeners that are able to be shared this year. Make sure you have your computer and charger, of course. So those are expectations for remote learning. So I'm going to click on for in-person learning. So I'm going to click on the back arrow. Grading and academic honesty, of course, apply for both in-person and at home. My grading policy is based on mastery. You do have a lot of opportunities to improve your grades or to do assignments over again if you aren't happy with your grade. Grades are based on a point system. Basic assignments are worth 100 points. Quizzes are worth twice as much, 200. Unit tests, of course, are worth more than that. Students should check in PowerSchool for grades and Schoology for assignments. So your grades will show up still in PowerSchool, but your assignments you're finding in Schoology. If you're late assignments, you should contact your teacher. If not, I'm going to consider that incomplete. If you're turning in late assignments, again, I think I've said this 3 times now, will not be accepted beyond a week late. And tests or quizzes must be made up within the week if you happen to miss a test or a quiz. Academic honesty, of course, honesty means telling the truth at all times. Cheating is copying or lending work. Since you're remote, I cannot see you at your house. So this includes Googling answers, other websites, of course, apps on your phone. If you are using any sort of technology to give you answers that you did not work for, this is cheating. If someone is asking you for answers, good friends do not let friends lend them answers. If a friend asks you to give your answers to someone else, offer them assistance. Say, hey, I'll explain how I did this and help you practice. Don't do work for other people. Don't let other people do work for you. All students caught violating this will, of course, receive zeros on assignments, phone calls home, and other consequences determined by administration. The best way to avoid that is to avoid getting answers off of something where you did not have to work for it. Checking answers is fine. Just getting an answer just because without actually doing any work is dishonest, and there will be consequences. The SOL and pacing section, this is just some information if you're interested in what some of the things we're going to be learning this year are. There's some links here you can click. And then navigating your lessons. So you want to make sure that you know how to get to your lessons. Of course, you've been on Schoology, and so you'll notice that all of the links will be in order as you go down, and you'll be able to find the folders there. So you navigate to the Schoology page, make sure you're under Math 6. It should look like this. And then you'll refer to the weekly schedule to tell you which folder to go in. And so this is your syllabus. These are sort of your expectations. Again, make sure you email me if you have any questions about that.